Alright. Finally figured it out. Here we go. It's the end. That's the struggle. It's so annoying that touching the ceiling does that. See, we're okay. Everything gonna be okay. have our balloon back. It's all alright. It's okay. Thought we were gonna immediately lose the balloon, if I'm being honest. Alright. Okay, well we kinda did there, but it's okay. The birds! Anything but the birds! Ah! Or wait, they're birds, they're bats. Whatever. Same thing. Bats are just birds around Halloween time, so... What? That's so dumb. That shouldn't have counted. See, we got our 3 balloons back. We're about to immediately lose them again. But I didn't because I'm... Okay, wow. Don't speak too soon, kids. That's the moral of this story. Is that where I'm supposed to go? No. Apparently not. And I may have... Alright, so we're not doing it. In one go. That's okay. Okay, What? Why did that hurt me? I didn't touch anything. What was that? Alright, I'm just gonna kill this run real quick. Yeah. I'll have to look at the replay of that last run. I don't know what happened there. Live replay. Okay, question. You see Moon as like a full face, like a full round face, or like a half. Like the half of the moon, like the quarter. I'm curious. So I've always seen it like the full face. But only recently was I like, oh yeah. Technically you could see like the... What's it called? It's like that part of his face is darkened. See, I got too hasty last time. I was trying to beat the game too soon. You just have to be patient. See, this is going even better than the last run. We're not gonna fall for that, because we're gonna bump our head and lose one of our balloons. Gotta treat every balloon like it's your last balloon. This does not apply to any other part of life, just the game Balloon World. Inside of another game, Security Breach. Okay, alright, all we have to do is... I'm not sure if you need... If you lose one when you... Because what I was doing wrong is once you get to the cloud part, you need to go through like a glitchy purple part. And that's how you beat the game. And I wasn't doing that, and that was my mistake. So, I'm not sure if that makes you lose a balloon, though. So we might have to be careful to not have to have an extra one, at least. So that, if that does happen, we won't immediately die. Okay. Another thing I'm a little bit worried about is the game crashing. This has happened a couple times recently. Like, just Security Breach itself crashed. Okay. Yeah, Balloon World didn't crash. Security Breach crashed. Um... Alright. Yeah, so be on the lookout for like a glitchy, okay. Glitchy purple. Okay, oh, okay, we're gonna have to do the bat part with one balloon. This might kill this run. I was very confident about it, and, okay. It's alright, we try again. Trying to think. I'm better at, like, kind of repetitive games where you don't have to think a lot when I'm rambling. I could have gotten that one. That was on me. Moon and... not Moon so much, because I spent way too long at that part of the daycare when the lights go out, but I'd say Sun. Probably my favorite character of Security Breach. He's kind of fun, like... it's just he's not in much of it. I feel like there might have been more stuff planned with him, and there's a little bit of that, like, in... well, not really, actually. There's a little bit of, like, Sun and Moon's origins in, Secret of the Mimic. So I guess if you count that, that's, like... more stuff being planned with him. But, like, and then clearly there was supposed to be more stuff with, like, Vanessa and Vanny that just did not make it. I do not remember. I remember... okay. I remember watching, like, the trailers when they came out, like, the trailers for Security Breach. And I was either, like, really confused. I thought you played as Vanessa. I remember thinking that. At least for a certain part of the game, I remember being like, oh, this is cool. Normally you're playing as a security guard, and now you're, like, evading the security guard. But also, you do play as a security guard. But I don't know if that was just me being stupid, or that was kind of like what the trailer made it seem like, because I know a lot of other people thought that too. It's okay. The only thing that if I get to, like, if I beat the game and then the game crashes immediately, like, this is, I'll still get the achievement. Like, the achievement won't be taken away. So as long as the game doesn't crash while I'm playing it, which surely won't happen, like right before I get the achievement, as long as that doesn't happen, we should be all set. Yeah, I'm not like super duper. I know this is somewhat lore relevant and it has more to do with like Gregory. But I'm not super. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I'm not like super caught up on the Alright. Let me try again. On the like security breach. The current understanding of security breach lore. I think it's kind of a mess. Because they were like, oh, this is super different from... This guy was like, oh, it's super different from how it's supposed to be, so... Basically... all those books, which are non-canon, for some reason, all those books and Secret of the Mimic and Ruin are all trying to make up for it. It's just massive disaster. Every time MatPat makes a theory, he has to write like 10 more books, to make up for whatever Matt said. That was the whole... Didn't he make, like... I could be wrong about this, I wasn't... I wasn't super... Did I know about FNAF at that time? Maybe. But I thought he kind of made FNAF World partially to disprove a MatPat theory. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me on it, but like... I know there was stuff that he made specifically to, like, debunk a MatPat theory. Yeah, I want to say that was, like, part of FNAF World, was just debunking Dream Theory. Or, what was it? I mean, it's obviously not the case. Like, that was super, super heavily, I don't know if he outright said it. I mean, that would, like, be ridiculous if that was supposed to be, canon, ever. I don't think they would, like... They made fun of it so hard, like, during the movie. Like, I don't think... And then, like, I think there was other stuff that Scott did that kind of made fun of Dream Theory a bit. Alright. So, that would be super crazy if, like, 10 years later, oh yeah, that was actually supposed to be the story. And then, like, even more, lore, like, FNAF 4, lore stuff with Secret of the Mimic, and specifically the Crying Child. Like, it does not help. There's so many reused names in this series. There's gotta be at least like 15 mics, at this point, that have just been reused. You'd think he could, like, reserve at least, like, the 4 Afton names, but nope. There are a bunch of Mikes, a bunch of Williams. And it does not help that I don't know how intentional this was. It does not help that, like, David, the kid from the Mimic story, it does not help that the kid from the Mimic story's name is David. and he wants some ice cream. And the community consensus for the crying child's name is also David. It's super confusing. Again, regardless of that, if that is actually the answer, it's still annoying. Because it's more like a we're pretty sure type of thing. It's not like 100%. Ah, yes, this is the crying child's name. That's kind of why I said community consensus and not... Yeah, oh yes, that is the crying child's name. I mean, even at this point, if his name isn't David, what does it really matter? So it's just very confusing, like two children with the same name that look the same, that have even more connections in Secret of the Mimic I'm not gonna spoil. That's very confusing, annoying, and it gets even more confusing and annoying when you put Gregory into the mix. Whose name isn't David, but is, you know. God damn it. Alright, well, we start again. Yes, Gregory's name is not David, but he looks very similar to the two Davids. And probably has a connection to the two Davids. Yeah, that's the thing, like, color... See, most franchises, most series, reserve, like, if there's a color that's associated specifically with a character, they reserve that color. Or a name that an important character has, they reserve it. Not this one. No, not this one. There's like, again, the name William has been reused more times than I can count. There's a bunch of purple in this series, a bunch of it. That has absolutely nothing to do with William. Like, can you imagine if in Star Wars there's another character named Darth Vader? Like, ah yes, this is Vader! Like, they just meet him. Like, imagine in the sequels, they go and they meet some guy and his name is Vader. And it's like, oh no, not the same Vader. We just reused that name. That'd be annoying, wouldn't it? That's kind of a lot of what this franchise feels like, is making things complicated for no reason. Reusing names that should be reserved for when you want to make just should be reserved for that character, but when you want to make like an intentional connection to them, even if you don't. Like, again, sometimes the name is used to make an intentional connection to William, alright? Which, still annoying, but whatever. And sometimes it's just used because. It's just used because Scott couldn't think of another name. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. It's just... Again, a lot of this franchise is very, very annoying. With stuff like that. Stuff that's just, like, in other series, in other, franchises, like, wouldn't That just wouldn't happen. Like again, I pulled like the Star Wars example. Trying to think. That's another big, like Harry Potter, they named another character Voldemort. I was never super into Harry Potter. I'm trying to find something to ramble about desperately. I remember I tried to read the Harry Potter books. I think read like 1 and 2. Because we were doing a thing where we were gonna read the books, and then when we finished the book, we were gonna watch the movie that went with it. Not that went with it, but like the corresponding movie. Here's what happened. And this is a bit of an unpopular opinion, and it... Well, not a bit of, it's a pretty unpopular opinion, and I think if I said this to, like, a millennial or any... they would rip my head off, but like, I don't think Harry Potter is good. I don't think it's a good series. Not only is the author, like, actually insane, but, I don't think it's written well. I think it's... A lot of it is just copy-pasted. I think there are a bunch of plot holes in its story. I don't think it's good. I think people are kind of blinded by nostalgia, and they just go by, like, but Harry Potter is a classic, and I'm got struck down by the gods for saying that one. They go by like, Harry Potter is a classic. I read it when I was... What's the age range for those books? I don't remember. Like 8 or whatever? I don't know. It's been a while. Alright. I know a lot of... And I think a lot of, like, book series like that, where it's, like, following this gang of, like, 12-year-olds. Oh, right, Harry's 11, so, like, 11. He's turning 11 in the first book. Right, I forgot about that. Alright, sorry. Yeah, okay, so he's turning, yeah, so, like, 11, 12, whatever. I don't particularly, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm older and I don't. It doesn't, actually, I don't think it ever appealed to me. Like, this gang of 12-year-olds needing to solve this dark force. Like, there's a lot of that. There's, like, Harry Potter, obviously, Percy Jackson, which I have not... I know a lot of people compare, like, Harry Potter and Percy Jackson, and they're both, like, held in pretty high regard, which I didn't know Percy Jackson was a thing until, like, honestly, like, a year ago. And then I heard someone be like, oh yes, I love the Percy Jackson books. I was like, what is that? I'd literally never heard of that series. To my understanding, it's basically like Gen Z Harry Potter. Um, yeah, but like, I don't know. A lot of people swear by Percy Jackson, and are like super, super into it. Yeah, I don't know. I think the furthest I'll go is Hunger Games. I had not read... Which that isn't even... Main characters are like 16 in the first book. Which, you know, I would still lump that into like the mystery gang of like preteens, teenagers slash preteens solving this like dark force or this big problem. But I liked Hunger Games. I'm not super into like any, because again, was not into Harry Potter. I didn't think it was written well. Which I'm sure, again, if I said that in a room full of millennials, I'd get my head put on a spike. But I don't know. Like again, I think the furthest I'll go is Hunger Games, which I read for the first time this year, actually. I didn't do it before, just because... Oh god, this was a mistake. Alright, I was kind of... I watched the first... It was definitely, like, around... I watched the first movie around, like, 2 years ago. And, like, the very beginning of the second movie. I had not read the books. Had no interest in reading the books. Thought the first movie was, like, okay. That was interesting enough. And then, yeah, like, started the beginning of the second one and then just stopped it. And never kept watching it for some reason. And then, like, a year... That was, like, early 2023. And then, like, a year ago, like, in May, I want to say, I went back, very spontaneous. Every time I interact with this franchise, it's very spontaneously. Like, very spontaneously went back and watched the second, third, and fourth movies. I did not rewatch the first one. I think that was a big mistake, because I was... Well, the movies don't explain much of what's going on, but I think I probably should have gone back and rewatched the first one, because there's a lot of stuff from the first movie I was like... It was important, and I completely forgot it, and I didn't know what was going on. I thought they were okay. Like, I think my major problem with it is, like, I don't really know what's going on for a lot of the series. Like, just going by movie knowledge. Like, this is kind of confusing. Like, they kept throwing around, like, mutts, and I didn't know what that meant. And then, yeah, they kept saying mutt, and they kept being like, God, they're these dang mutts or whatever, I don't know. I can't think of any dialogue. And I had no idea what that was. Honestly, I thought they were talking about dogs. I was like, weird way to say dog. And then they like finally depict mutts at one point, and I was like, oh my god, that's what that is? Why didn't you say that? That, and like in the movies, nowhere do they explain the significance of the Mockingjay. So I remember just coming off those confused, and then like earlier this year, like in February, I kept getting these, oh god. Yeah, so close. Look at that. Oh my god. It's alright. I kept getting these like videos talking about the books recommended to me, and I was watching them because I didn't really care. Yeah, I was bored. I do that a lot. And they seemed pretty interesting, and they were explaining a lot of what the movies left out, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. So I went back and read the books. It was funny, because I went to like a bookstore. At first, I was on the hunt to find them. Went to a bookstore at first, and they had the second and third one, but not the first one. I was like, alright, well, I could grab the second and third one. And then we went to like Target or something, and because I remembered seeing them, was not there, and I was like, what's going on? It was all like it was all romance books for one, and romance books that, frankly, to be frank, did not look very good. And I was like, what's going on here? And we're about to leave, actually, and finally, turned my fat head around, saw that the books were the Hunger Games books were on a shelf. And picked up the first one. It's like, alright, I'm set. I was like, well, might as well get the second one as well. They had like all, there were only 4 of them at the time. The 5th one hadn't come out yet. It's like, might as well pick up the second one, And then they were these like limited, like special covers. I shouldn't have gone this way, oh god. And I realized, I was like, oh man, like they all matched. I was like, oh man, if I get the first 2 in the series, and then come back for the 3rd one once I'm done reading those, and it's like they don't have it in the cover anymore, it's gonna haunt me forever because they don't match. So I bought all 3 without having read the first one, completely unaware if I was gonna like them. Read the first one, no joke, in like 2 days. And I was like, which I don't think I've really done that before. I think I did for like, I had a weird obsession with Anne of Green Gables at one point, and I think I read that book in like a day. And try again. Alright. And I don't... I think the only reason why people like Harry Potter is because it has good world building. I don't think they like it because it's like actually good writing, good storytelling, or because it has good characters. Because honestly, I remember reading the books and watching the movies, I was like, these characters are all kind of annoying. I think people only really... They see like, oh, this has interesting world building. And then, of course, nostalgia. I feel like I haven't seen someone... People rave about Harry Potter all the time, but I haven't seen someone give an example of why it's good. Yeah, that was the end. Wish there was a way to mute this music. I really, really do. I mean, I guess you could just turn off the music for security breach. Or, like, turn down the music for security breach. No! I think there should be a separate... Yeah, there's just, like, a separate... Imagine there's just, like, a separate music bar for, Balloon World. I, remember how I said I was gonna beat Balloon World? I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm not giving up. I'll do this later. It's... I'm in a little bit of pain right now. And... mental. No. And I, you know, it's getting more and more difficult to like uh try and be entertaining and talk and also focus on this. So I'm gonna take a break. Balloon World is the bane of my existence.